Hey guys, thanks for the great feedback from my last cooking video. I'm gonna keep at it. Tonight I am making, what am I making? What am I making? Oh, I'm making low carb beef enchiladas using zucchini instead of tortillas to wrap the enchiladas. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. So we're gonna switch back and forth to a couple locations during this, but I'm still gonna try to keep it real time so you can see how fast it really is to make this dinner. So the first thing that we need is half an onion, which I left over here. All right, so we're gonna move. We're gonna move so we can cut the onion. Hold on. All right. So the first thing we need is half an onion. So go ahead and chop it up. And an onion stays pretty fresh in the refrigerator for a day or two after it's cut, so I'm just gonna save this other half, use it tomorrow. You have the opportunity to see my lack of skills chopping an onion today. I got to use the food chopper last time, but it's kind of not worth getting the whole thing out when I just have to do half an onion. You can hear the baby crawling around on the floor. Hi, what are you doing? Let's not play with the tripod, please. All right. So today is Sunday, no thank you, which is our Monday out here. So we had a good day today. The baby is moving the tripod. Hey, what are you doing? Come over here. All right, sorry. So today's Sunday, which is our Monday out here. We had a pretty good day. We got some grocery shopping done, which one of these days I might take you guys grocery shopping with me. We'll see how it goes. And now, it's obviously time to make dinner. We did a little bit of meal planning today. If you haven't seen it before, what I did recently was I sat down and I picked out 30 recipes that meet our current nutritional needs, which we're doing, like I said, we're doing lower carb dinners. So I picked out 30 lower carb dinner options to choose from. It's just made my life so much easier. If you missed that post, I will link to some more information about it or talk to about it more in a later video. All right, there's our onion. We turn the stove on. Turn the right burner on. All right. So then warm up a little bit. I gotta grab my beef. Hold on. Okay. I am going to use a little bit of olive oil for the onions. Ooh, that's not where we want that to go. All right. Try not to light the lid on fire. Try this again. Okay. Going. I love having a gas stove. It heats up so fast. All right, a little bit of olive oil. And put the onions in. And we're just going to cook these for a couple minutes. I may end up fast forwarding this. No, thank you. The baby is obsessed with the tripod today. I may end up fast forwarding this part a little bit just so it does take a little bit of time to cook, and that would be a pretty boring video. All right, the meat's done cooking. I'm going to put her down so I can drain it. She's probably going to scream. Just let you know ahead of time, she's totally fine. She just has super separation anxiety right now. All right, so hopefully you can hear me over her. A little trick that I've picked up along the way to drain the beef. Oh, sweet girl, you're okay. Hi. Thanks, baby. All right, little trick to drain the beef is using a paper towel to soak it up. I don't know where I learned that from, but I thought it was genius, and I've done it ever since. It's so much easier than the way I used to try to do it, which I won't even talk about. So I said in the first video that I'm definitely not even close to being a chef, and that is super true. But when my husband and I got married, I just enjoyed trying to make dinners for him. Healthy dinners, and finally have somebody other than myself to make healthy dinners for. So the more I practiced, the easier it got, the better I got, and here I am now, a master chef. Just kidding. All right, so we have the beef and the onions. I'm gonna add a can of chopped green chilies in, which they said was optional, but I think it's mandatory. And then half the can of enchilada sauce. I stir that up. All right. Now, I've made this recipe before, like I said, and it's really good. But one thing I really like about it is it'd be really easy to do with another meat besides beef. I know in the States it's easy to find ground turkey. They have ground chicken is much more common out here, which would be another way to lighten it up a little bit if you wanted to, but we like the beef. All right, so I'm going to throw away the paper towel and take this over to the other side, and I will meet you over there to start doing the wraps. All right, we're back. We're ready to start doing the wraps with the zucchini. So they recommend doing these slices with one of the Y peelers, and we don't have one. So last time I did it with this, and it was somewhat successful. I might try doing it with this slicing side on the box grater. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it goes. All right, first things first, I'm gonna cut the ends off. And we're just going to make a bunch of slices because that's how we're going to roll the enchiladas. So the first couple are going to be too thin. So we'll set those aside. All right. See, this is my problem. I get a little pieces like this that aren't going to work. So you have to kind of take your time and be careful with this. If I had like a slicer, probably work better, but work with what we've got. There, that was a good one. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. All right, let me try this. See if this works better. I feel like that worked a lot better. All right, we're gonna do that instead. We gotta figure out a good angle for it. All right, Master Chef. My son's trying to break in. Hold on, let me open the door. All right, we are back with a helper. All right, we're gonna do it on this side. We want some cheese? You want some cheese? Yes? Okay. All right, let's leave those there, please. No, thank you. No, thank you. Do you want some cheese? Okay. To move some stuff around. All right. Here we go. Back to slicing. All right, so this is making the slices a little bit thicker, but not so thick that it isn't going to work, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So the amount of cheese that will be on this dish is directly proportional to how quickly I can do the zucchini before he eats all of it. All right, here we go. Let's do some assembly. So what we're gonna do is take out the piece that he took a bite of. What we're gonna do is make little stacks of 3. And I'm gonna use one of the other ones. This one's just missing a little piece, so I'm gonna do one of the ones that's a little bit more full to start with. We'll see how much meat we have left at the end if we need to supplement. So I need a spoon. Hold on. Okay, I got a spoon. So stir the meat mixture up again. Make sure everything's well incorporated. Okay. Now, depending upon how little man does here, we are going to take a spoonful of meat, put it in there, and do a little bit more. Good job. All right, now, pull this up here. Risky. No, thank you. All right, now we're gonna roll the meat in the zucchini and then place it into the pan. All right, no, thank you. Let's do another one. I have a little bit of meat mixture left, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the top. And I'm gonna use up this last bit here. No, thank you. All right, now the cheese.
Yay!
Yay, cheese. Are you gonna help me put the cheese on?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let's put this in the sink. Sink. Yeah, sink. All right. Are you going to help me put cheese on? I think I'm supposed to put sauce on first. Hold on. Let me check my directions. Let's check the directions. Do. Yep, sauce first. Sauce first. Pays to read the recipe. You want to do it? Good job. Get some over there. You gonna get this side? Right over here. Good job, buddy. You got it. All right.
Dirty.
Now, I like extra. So I got another one. I'm probably not going to use all of it, but I might. No, thank you. Put that back. No, thank you.
I see.
The cheese. Okay. Yes, we're gonna cover it in cheese. You think it should go in your mouth? You think some of the cheese should go in your mouth? A little extra toddler love in this one. Sprinkle cheese on there. Oh. Turkey. You are such a turkey. All right. A good amount of cheese. Okay, and this is going to go into the oven. I think it said 30 minutes in the recipe. I don't know. I'll link to the recipe when I post the video. But our oven runs really hot, so it'll probably be a little bit less time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some foil over it, but so it doesn't get stuck in the cheese, I'm going to put toothpicks throughout, and then we'll pop it in the oven. All right. I will show you pictures when it's done.